Hello, once again we are here with a new chapter, wave optics. In the previous videos we had completed the chapter ray optics, and so many topics are there with examples. I think you all have learned that. Now the topic wave optics, sorry, this is a chapter wave optics, in which we learn about the wave nature of the light. Now how the light propagate, it is very common for you all now. Light always propagate in a straight line, and light is a form of energy which generally gives sensation of vision or sight. Now different theories are there, because some phenomena of light are explained by different theories, and some are not. So there are different theories which prove that the light has dual nature, wave nature as well as particle nature. One very important point is wavefront. What is wavefront? It is the term given by Huygens. And what is wavefront? Wavefront is the locus of all particle in a medium vibrating in the same phase is called wavefront. Wavefront, the name given by Huygens, and it is the locus of all the particle in a medium vibrating in the same phase, and it is called wavefront. And the direction of propagation of wavefront, direction of propagation of light, that is ray, is perpendicular to the wavefront. It is very important. जो रे ऑफ लाइट है उसका डायरेक्शन क्या होगा? उसका डायरेक्शन हमेशा वेवफ्रंट के परपेंडिकुलर होगा. 1 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन है, बहुत बार पूछा जा चुका है कि व्हाट इज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ प्रोपोगेशन ऑफ लाइट और रे ऑफ लाइट. तो इट इज ऑलवेज टू द परपेंडिकुलर ऑफ वेवफ्रंट. नाउ व्हाट इज वेवफ्रंट वी विल अंडरस्टैंड in the diagram of a book. I will show you the wavefront. Now in this figure, if you see, the light rays are coming, they are originating from any source of light. As here we are seeing the point source, and light is spreading in all direction. After certain time, if you take the distance and find the particle at all direction, then you will see that the particle at a certain distance are in same phase of vibration, and the locus of all the point vibrating in the same phase is known as wavefront. Now here if we see the source is pointed, and if you see this is a spherical wavefront, if you draw the hole, it is a sphere like a football, and if you see the light rays are parallel, they are coming from very far, and this is the wavefront which is perpendicular to the propagation of light. Here the wavefront is plane, and here the wavefront is spherical, source is pointed. How to draw this wavefront? What are the wavefront? How can we locate the point? This is given by Huygens, that how can we draw the wavefront, or how can we find the distance from the source of light after certain time, where is the wavefront? So we will discuss about wavefront and different type of wavefront later in this video. But before starting the topic wavefront, we will just learn about the different theories given by the different scientists at different times in the history. Now we are going to understand what are the different theories given by the scientists. The first theory is Newton's corpuscles theory. What is this theory? This is the theory in which Newton said that the light is a form of corpuscles, means the light has smaller particles, we can say it corpuscles, and based on the rectilinear propagation of light. His theory is based on rectilinear propagation of light, ki light travels in a straight line, and light propagates in the form of tiny particle called corpuscles, and color of light is due to different size of corpuscles. Corpuscles के अलग अलग साइज लाइट के अलग अलग कलर को डिफाइन करते थे, ऐसा न्यूटन का थ्योरी बताती है. नेक्स्ट इज हाइगन्स वेव थ्योरी. हाइगन्स वेव थ्योरी, according to his theory, the light travel in a hypothetical medium ether Ether is a medium. It is assumed by Huygens to define the light, and it is highly elasticity with a low density, and light travel in this hypothetical medium in the form of waves. And he proposed that light waves are longitudinal in nature, but after his this theory, it is found that light was always in transverse. Light travels in a transverse wave. And after this, Maxwell electromagnetic wave theory is proposed. According to Maxwell, light travels in form of electromagnetic wave. EM means electromagnetic wave with a speed in the free space, and speed is given by 1 upon under root mu naught epsilon naught. This is mu naught permittivity of free space of magnetic field, magnetic line of forces, and it is epsilon naught, it is the permittivity of free space for the electrical line of forces. It is permeability and it is permittivity of free space. You will learn this relation in the chapter electromagnetism in this class later on. Now this is the speed of light, 1 upon mu naught epsilon naught, both are constant value, and by solving this relation the speed of light is found at 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. And electromagnetic waves consist of electric and magnetic field oscillation, and they do not require material medium to travel. इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव को आगे बढ़ने के लिए मीडियम की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं होती है, and the speed of light is 1 upon under root mu naught epsilon naught. I had written few names here which shows the different phenomena of light. One is, I had written RP. RP for rectilinear propagation. Rectilinear propagation of light is defined on this theory. Reflection is also defined on this theory, and refraction is also defined on this theory, Newton's corpuscle theory. But all the phenomena of light are not explained on this Newton's corpuscle theory. So I have written the name rectilinear propagation, reflection and refraction. Three phenomena are explained on the basis of Newton's corpuscle theory, and only photoelectric effect is not explained by this theory, and every phenomena of light can be explained by the Huygens wave theory, but only photoelectric effect is not explained by the theory given by Huygens. And in Maxwell theory, only photoelectric effect is not explained on the basis of Maxwell theory. Only this theory is not explained with, and all the theory explained on the basis of this Maxwell electromagnetic wave theory. There are so many theories are there, so many phenomena are there. Rectilinear propagation, reflection, refraction, dispersion, interference, diffraction, so many phenomena are there. I will give the name in the last of this theory. So you have to learn that only photoelectric effect and photoelectric effect is not explained on the basis of Huygens and Maxwell electromagnetic wave theory, and rectilinear propagation, reflection and refraction explained on the basis of Newton's corpuscle theory. Next theory is Einstein quantum theory. According to this theory, light is produced, absorbed and propagated as a packet of energy called photon. आइंस्टाइन ने फोटोन के बारे में बात किया. उन्होंने कहा कि लाइट जो है वो एक एनर्जी पैकेट के फॉर्म में ट्रेवल करता है जिसको फोटोन बोलते हैं, एंड इट प्रोड्यूसेस, एब्जॉर्ब्ड एंड प्रोपोगेटेड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ दिस पैकेट कॉल्ड फोटोन, एंड एनर्जी एसोसिएटेड विद ईच फोटोन इज गिवन बाय E इज इक्वल टू h न्यू. हर फोटोन के अंदर जो एनर्जी होती है वो h न्यू के बराबर होती है, एंड न्यू इज द फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड न्यू इज इक्वल टू c by lambda. दैट्स व्हाई E इज इक्वल टू hc by lambda, where h is Planck constant and the value of Planck constant is 6.6 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. This is the value of Planck's constant, where mu is the frequency, and lambda is wavelength. And on this Einstein quantum theory, we can prove rectilinear propagation of light, reflection phenomena of light, refraction phenomena of light, and photoelectric effect of the light can be explained on the basis of this Einstein theory. Next theory is given by de Broglie. de Broglie's dual theory of light. Now de Broglie had given the theory which proves that light has dual nature, one particle nature and also wave nature. According to this theory, light propagates both as particle as well as wave. Very important. Second, wave nature of light dominates when light interact with light. जब लाइट से इंटरेक्ट होती है तो वेव नेचर डोमिनेट होता है, एंड पार्टिकल नेचर ऑफ लाइट डोमिनेट्स व्हेन लाइट इंटरेक्ट विद एनी मैटर. जब लाइट किसी मैटर से टकराती है उसमें उसका पार्टिकल नेचर डोमिनेट होता है, प्रूव होता है. यही होता है कि उसमें पार्टिकल है, लाइट इज द पार्टिकल, एंड वेव नेचर ऑफ लाइट डोमिनेट व्हेन द लाइट इंटरेक्ट विद लाइट. You will learn this later in this chapter. Now all the phenomena of light what I am discussing here is RP for rectilinear propagation, polarization, Doppler effect, photoelectric effect, reflection, refraction, dispersion, interference, diffraction. These all phenomena are explained by this de Broglie dual nature of light, and I had given the name which are proven, which can be explained on the different theories of light given by the different scientists. These theories are very important, and the phenomena are also very important because it is asked in competition also and 1 marks question also in your board exam. Now we had talked about wavefront. Now the different types of wavefront are there. So types of wavefront में, if you see, this is a point source and the light is spreading outside in the form of rays, and after certain time if I draw a envelope on this rays, so we will get a wavefront which is called spherical wavefront. I had drawn this diagram for you all, that this is a ray, this is ray perpendicular to the surface, and this is the wavefront of a point source. This is a spherical wavefront. If the light source is linear and the light is spreading outside, and after a certain time, suppose in time t the velocity of light is c, so in time t the velocity of light is c, so distance covered by the light is ct. If you draw a arc here and if you draw a tangent, you will get this new wavefront, and it is cylindrical in shape. So this is the cylindrical wavefront when the source is a line source. This is spherical wavefront when the source is point source, and when the light rays are coming from very far, they become parallel wavefront and the rays are perpendicular. So this is the point source, this is line source, and these lights are coming from very far. So this is plane wavefront, and these are the light rays perpendicular to the wavefront. Now what is Huygens theory? Huygens theory is every point on the given wavefront acts as a source of new disturbance called secondary wavelet. हर पॉइंट किसी भी वेवफ्रंट पर एक नए सोर्स की तरह काम करता है, एंड इट इज़ कॉल्ड सेकेंडरी वेवलेट, और वो सेकेंडरी वेवलेट कहलाता है. अब सेकेंडरी वेवलेट से कुछ सोर्सेज ऑफ कुछ रेज निकल रही होंगी जो कि हर दिशा में आगे बढ़ेंगी विद द वेलोसिटी ऑफ लाइट, एंड दे प्रोड्यूसेस द लाइट इन द डिफरेंट डायरेक्शन. Now if you draw a surface on that rays, so we will get a surface touching the secondary wavelet tangentially in the forward direction, and at any instant it gives the new wavefront at that instant, and this is called secondary wavefront. जैसे if this is a wavefront and all the points on this wavefront act as a secondary source of light, and after time t velocity of light is c in that medium, if you draw a curve again here and you draw a tangent, you will again get a new wavefront. This is a new wavefront, or we call secondary wavefront. And if then after time t the light, if you draw the curve again and you draw the new tangent, so this is a new wavefront. Like this, the wavefront is propagating in the forward direction, and the perpendicular of this wavefront is rays. If you see here, this is a line source of light, and these are the curve drawn in the time t with the velocity of light c. The distance is the arc, the radius of this circle, and if you draw the circle of this radius, and after drawing this you can draw the tangent. So this tangent with a new wavefront after time t. This is a new wavefront after time t, and the perpendicular to this wavefront is the ray. And this is the initial wavefront. This is initial wavefront, and on this wavefront all the points behave like a secondary wavelet. So these are the secondary wavelets on this point. If the source is pointed and you see the light rays are coming outside, and if you take this AB as a wavefront, so after time t, this is the radius of the circle what we will draw here. It is a geometrical concept given by the Huygens, and if you draw a circle of this radius is Vt or Ct, we can say C is the velocity of light in the air, and time in time t, if you see all the points are at the same phase, and if you draw a sphere and if you draw this tangent on this all sphere or circle, you will get a new wavefront. This is A B and this is A dash B dash. It is new wavefront after time t, and the perpendicular to this wavefront is ray, and this is A B is the initial wavefront, and A dash B dash is the new wavefront after time t. So this is the way how the Huygens explained the formation of wavefront. Now this is the diagram I am showing. It is of your book NCERT on the page number 354, figure number 10.2. If you see this, so this is the wavefront, and this is the new wavefront after time t with the velocity v. Vt is the distance covered by this light in this time, and if we draw the tangent on this curve, we will get the new wavefront. I am showing you this figure from a book because you can understand how it is drawn, and the concept is written in your book also. So this is the wavefront formation. F1, F2 represent the spherical wavefront, and at t is equal to 0, the envelope of the secondary wave emanating from F1, F2 produces the forward moving wavefront, and the backward D1, D2 does not exist. तो हाइगन्स के थ्योरी में D1, D2 के बारे में बोला गया कि ये जो है वो ख़त्म हो जाती है और ये वेव फ्रंट आगे बढ़ती रहती है, and it propagate the light and the rays are perpendicular to this wavefront. This is the concept I am giving you from the book. You can understand from the book by reading the concept how can you draw the wavefront. So in this video I had tried to explain you what is the theories given by the different scientists in the case of light, and what are the wavefronts. You revise from your book NCERT, read the concept, watch the video, and if you have any problem, you send a message or you can call me on my phone. Thank you. Have a nice day.